What's up, guys? So let me go ahead and get this, started off. Going to be doing fantasy content on here. Going to try to be the first person to cover fantasy basketball, football, and baseball. I watch a lot of people on YouTube who do fantasy sports, but there's no one out there who does all three. I would like to be the first one who does that. And if you are interested in watching stuff like that, then definitely subscribe. If you haven't noticed, but on my other videos where I do sneaker reviews, I am doing a giveaway. If shoes aren't your thing, or like Nike isn't like your type of thing that you're interested in, I'll probably just do something different. Maybe give out like a gift card, or do something to where, like, just show thanks for subscribing. But yeah, guys, just a little background. So I've been playing fantasy sports for maybe like 8 years. When I play year long. When it comes to fantasy football, I do about like 30 leagues. Fantasy basketball, 30 leagues. Fantasy baseball, do like 25, because fantasy baseball is a different beast, especially when you're playing daily lineup leagues. But yeah, I'm just going to be, this channel is just going to be all about covering all three. So I'm going to go ahead and start us off with my RB rankings, really early RB rankings for fantasy football for 2024. This is just my opinion, guys, and I'm a big believer in not buying into upside. I'm also a big believer in I have to see you do it twice. So that's cool that you've done it 1 year, but can you do it 2 years in a row? You don't understand how many times I've been burned by players who, yeah, they were great in 2022, but were they great in 2023? Example, Tony Pollard. Another example is the wide receivers that we took. T. Higgins, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle. They had their games, but were they really worth second to third round players? You could have gotten players like Travis Etienne. You could have gotten a QB like Allen or Hurts instead of taking these guys. Who are some other guys that you could have gotten? Can't think of it right now. But, I just have this method that I've been going with for these past couple years. But, yeah, this is just my opinion, guys. But here are my RB rankings for 2024 as of January 21st, 2024. So, of course, number one, it's going to be Christian McCaffrey. Plays in a really good offense. Has a good play caller. Kyle Shanahan. I don't see this offense getting worse unless Brandon Ayuk goes. I can kind of see how it can dip, but I can also kind of see how that can give Christian McCaffrey some more catches. There'll be another pass catcher that's gone. I kind of think they're going to franchise Brandon Ayuk. I don't think they'll allow him to walk. But yeah, so only thing that I'm concerned with Christian McCaffrey is his age. He's probably going to be the number one pick in fantasy, and we all know the number one fantasy pick always, it's like a curse. It never works out. I don't know why. It just never does. So, but thinking of not, because anyone can get hurt, but if injuries weren't a part of the thing, I'm going with Christian McCaffrey. Give me Christian McCaffrey. Number two is a guy that I am talking about who's already done it two years in a row. That will be Breece Hall. Breece Hall was good in his rookie year, and Breece Hall was good this last year. And he was good with the offense that he had. He wasn't that great at the start of the season, but, you kind of have to give him a little pass because, he spent all offseason, working with Aaron Rodgers, and then you have to throw in Zach Wilson, and it's not. Teams are gonna know like if we just stop the run, we'll be all right. Zach Wilson isn't gonna beat us unless you're the Houston Texans and Zach Wilson just fucking. Sorry my language, but they just lit you up. But yeah, number 2 will be Breece Hall. He's passed the test. He'll get Aaron Rodgers back. So defenses are going to have to respect the pass. They won't be able to load up the box. Only thing that concerns me is that offensive line. They're talking about bringing in a new wide receiver. I'm hoping they bring in offensive line depth. My number 3. Now this one, I'm kind of breaking my rule, but I think this guy I think he can be the Nets like Christian McCaffrey, and that's Jahmyr Gibbs. He's a great pass catcher. He's a really effective runner. He's got speed. He makes the cuts. I mean, he is just a phenomenal running back. He's on an offense that's going to get better. He's got a QB. He's got a wide receiver that can, to where they have to respect that. They have a tight end. The passing game is respected, guys. Only thing I'm concerned is if he loses his offensive coordinator, because he is getting a lot of interviews, and Lions just made the NFC Championship, guys. So with that being said, the chances of, I think his name is Ben Johnson, I'm pretty sure. Chances of Ben Johnson getting a head coaching job is pretty high. Now, number 4 for my RB, most people are going to say Bijan, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have to see Bijan give me a season like Jahmyr Gibbs has had. And since he hasn't, I'm going to go with someone who I have seen, who's given me really good production. He's done it 2 years in a row. He's got a great offensive line. I kind of respect his head coach, and having a really good head coach, guys, super, super important, okay? It's really the reason why I'm knocking Bijan, because I don't know who his head coach is. Could be Bill Belichick, and maybe these will be tied, but the number 4 will be Jonathan Taylor. Now, Jonathan Taylor had a lot of negative stuff about him coming into the season, about the whole contract. Then he had his, I think he broke his finger or something, if I remember correctly. But when he was out there, guys, he was pretty good, okay? Maybe not every game, but, I respect the offense. It'd probably be the same offensive coordinator. Having the same offensive coordinator, super, super crucial. So, yeah, I've seen Jonathan Taylor be a number 1 pick. And I believe in him. He's going to have a full off season. He's not going to have to worry about a contract. He can just, get better. And I think he's being slept on in a lot. So number 4 will be Jonathan Taylor. Number 3, Jahmyr Gibbs. Number 2, Breece Hall. Number 1, Christian McCaffrey. Then number 5, I will put Bijan Robinson. This one is definitely breaking my rule. But I just believe in the talent so much. Big UT fan. And, I think if it is Bill Belichick that comes in, I've seen Bill Belichick, do good with the RBs. If Bill Belichick can do what Ramondre Stevenson has done, sign me up, okay? Bill Belichick was using Ramondre in that passing role. And, I mean, if he could just get that for Bijan, that would just take Bijan to the next level. Bijan, and, a lot of good things about these number 5 running backs besides Taylor is they're all pass catchers. So not only you're getting rush attempts, but you're also getting receptions. So those guys are definitely going to be higher in the ranks for me. But yeah, if this was, the worst that we see from Bijan, And fantasy, with that type of head coach, no QB, I'm hoping they get a better QB some way, somehow, whether free agency or the draft. But I think the offense will go up in Atlanta. Number 6, I'm going with Travis Etienne. A lot of people would say Kyren, but with Kyren, I need to see you do it 2 years in a row. With Travis Etienne, I just like the offense. I like how they utilize him. And again, he's a guy who, alright, sorry guys, freaking had to go check downstairs, make sure, there's nothing crazy going on. But yeah, like I was saying, number 6 running back, Travis Etienne, catches the ball, runs it. An okay offense, okay offensive line. But, yeah, definitely Travis Etienne had a really good year. I've seen him do good things 2 years in a row. So give me Travis Etienne at number 6. So if I do think he will have a new offensive coordinator, if I remember correctly. Or no, I think their defensive coordinator got fired. I would need to double check. Number 7 will then be Kyren Williams. I think Kyren had a really good year. Like I said, catches the ball, runs the ball. It's in a good offense. Is in an offense where you have to respect the pass, so you can't load up the box. Has a good QB, throwing him the ball. Has a really good head coach. A lot of things I'm liking. Only thing I'm worried about with Kyren is they don't have a lot invested into him. If we can go the whole offseason without them investing in anything in the running back position, I feel pretty good at Kyren being at 7. Number 8, breaking my rule again. But I just believe in the offense. I believe in the player. That would be Rachaad White. Just another one of those guys. Runs, catches the ball, has a good O-line, has a decent QB, they have a passing game. You're going to have the same offensive coordinator. Head coach, kind of respect, But yeah, Rachaad White had a really good year this year. Was kind of bad in the very beginning, but Rachaad White I'm fully invested in for this year. My number 9, I'm going with Saquon Barkley. I feel like we've had a lot of hope for Saquon to be in that top 5 by now, but injuries have riddled him. The offense has riddled him. The QB has riddled him. The head coaches have riddled him. His not being able to get a contract. It's just not a lot of things that I'm liking about it for Saquon. Have him at 9 just because of the player. Kind of make the case for number 10 to go above him, but I'll keep him at 9 just because I don't think I can put him at 10 and have number 10 be at 9. And actually, my number 10 is Isaiah Pacheco. A lot of good things about Isaiah Pacheco, though. Has a good QB in his offense. Is a phenomenal runner, okay? Runs super hard, runs like he's angry, okay? How do you not like that? It's going to be in a good offense. They're going to score points. Offense should get better after the offseason. I super doubt they're going to allow it to get, as bad as it was this year. I'm not saying that's bad now, but, there were at some points in the year where we were all just like, what's up with this offense? But, yeah, Isaiah Pacheco, I love him. Only thing I don't like, it's not really a pass catcher. They have Jerick McKinnon that was doing that. They had Clyde Edwards-Helaire that was doing that. Probably one of them is a free agent, so one of them will go. If they don't invest in the running back position this offseason, Isaiah Pacheco, give me all the shares. After that, I have Alvin Kamara. Alvin's getting kind of up in age, but this year, you know, he was pretty good. Catches the ball, runs the ball. Thing I'm not liking about Kamara is the offense. I'm not liking how they have a new offensive coordinator coming in. And I don't like how I am not a big Derek Carr believer. Just not. It's just a lot of downside. But I've seen Kamara be a top 5 running back. I've seen him put up #1 weeds for the position. So just respecting the player, I have Kamara at 11. Number 12, kind of like a tie at 12, but where this guy's going in mock drafts for 2024, he's going like in the 5th round, the 6th round. He's the workhorse. That's Josh Jacobs. I mean, he's still young. He catches the ball. He runs it. Offense, not really good. QB, not good. But Antonio Pierce is coming back. Antonio Pierce has said that he wants Jacobs to be the #1 offensive option. If that's the case, I'm putting you at 12 over guys like Devon Achane, who, you know, his good games have only come in a couple, especially that Broncos game where I really think it boosts his stats. After that, James Cook. I'm a little worried about James Cook because they won't give him the ball when he gets down to the goal line, even though he deserves all those touchdowns. But, you know, Sean McDermott just wants to say, you know, hey, F you. Had a lot of shares of James Cook. A lot of shares. Then I could also go with David Montgomery, but I'm not really a big believer in taking a running back who I already have his counterpart already in my top 3. But David Montgomery, you know, that Lion offense, they're going to run the ball really good, really effective, and I respect the O-line. And if Jahmyr Gibbs were to ever get injured, I think Montgomery is probably the #1 like backup to have, like in the league. Like, definitely, yeah. No, he probably is. He gets paid like he is too. So yeah, that's my top 12 guys. Let me know what you think. It's okay to disagree too, guys. I mean, literally, it's January and we're talking about RB rankings. But just to go over it again, Christian McCaffrey, Breece Hall, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan, Travis Etienne, Kyren Williams, Rachaad White, Saquon Barkley, Isaiah Pacheco, Alvin Kamara, Josh Jacobs, and then guys who just missed my top 12, but probably like 13, 14, and 15. I'll put Devon Achane, give me James Cook, give me David Montgomery. It's going to be the end of this video, guys. I really do hope y'all appreciate this video. I really do hope that I can give y'all more content. Definitely going to try to be that one fantasy guy who can give you all 3. It's going to be hard, but, you know, I don't mind putting in the work for y'all. But yeah, guys, I hope y'all have a great day. Peace.